The following is a presentation of TFNN. Now, the author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the November 14th terrific Thursday edition of today's Opening Bell on the Trader's Edge. Folks, 2 weeks till Thanksgiving. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I absolutely treasure your presence here today. And my outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with the tools that each of us need in order to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that's what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is the tool I call Priceless Pearls of Happiness. Now, one thing that can limit the expression of our happiness and the true fulfillment of our sincere desires is really ignoring the laws of life and the power of our infinite mind. Priceless pearls of happiness are before us now, and they are ours to be claimed at any moment we choose. How good is that, folks? There's a gal, Rebecca Clark is her name. She wrote a book titled Helping Yourself with a Macrocosmic Mind. Great book. You should read it out there. In that book, she lays out some pearls. Let me share with you some of those pearls. Number one, know who you are and what you want. You know, folks, what that means to me is see things the way they are, not worse than they are, just simply the way they are. Then see things better than they are. You know why? Because you and I, we are always harder on ourselves than others are on us. Number two, act maturely. To me, that means, you know, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. I understood as a child. I even thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put those childish things away. I think we could send that to everybody in Washington, D.C., because they are nothing but childish up there. Number three, eliminate fear, as fear is the most destructive emotion. Think about that, folks. Fear is the most destructive emotion, even surpassing jealousy out there. Number four, value simplicity. Value simplicity. The simple pleasures of life, folks, they're often counted amongst the greatest pleasures that you and I can ever experience. Number five, welcome changes. Hey, now, this is a biggie. Take a look at yesterday's markets, right? Welcome changes. The simple reason is this. The law of nature says that things either grow or perish. That's right. And if you're not growing, you're dying. So you and I, we must learn to flow like a gentle river through the changes that enter our lives. They're going to change. We can't stop the changes, folks. That means we must take advantage of change. And if we're handed a lemon, you've heard it, then we just got to just simply make some lemonade out there. Number six, we need to exercise the law of unlimited supply. Now, this one's a beauty. Question. What goal would you set for yourself if you absolutely knew you could not fail? What dream would you manifest if you knew you had unlimited resources? What work would you choose if you absolutely knew you would acquire the skill necessary to perform that work? What project would you launch right now if you knew you had the wisdom and the power to remove all obstacles in the way of your success? You know, how powerful of a question is that? Since questions control our focus, write that one down, folks. Write that question down. What goal would you set for yourself if you absolutely knew you could not fail? That is a beautiful way to live. And then finally, number seven, pause to enjoy life. You know, take the time to enjoy life to its fullest. Take a moment to stare at something beautiful like a painting. Maybe it's a sunset or a sunrise. Maybe it's a full moon. We have one of those coming here on Sunday. Beauty is around us every moment that we breathe. Go look in the mirror. You know why? Because you are a beautiful soul. Now, just turn that mirror into a window, jump right through it, because priceless pearls, folks, they are awaiting each of us out there. Let's go check out the priceless pearls of these markets. Oh, my goodness, did we have some priceless pearls yesterday? You know, we were looking at that ES Mini. We were saying, hey, just simply take a look, go to the 30-minute chart out here. And as we take a look at the 30-minute chart, we pull it back here. We showed this little descending price channel. That price had been traveling in as we came into the 9 o'clock hour. Things in that rubber band had really gotten stretched, and we said, well, this stretch is going to, we'll see some type of snapback. Hey, I did not expect the type of snapback that we got inside the markets yesterday. I can't control change. We saw some change out there. We saw some major change out there. Yesterday, if you really take a look at it, a 200-point move in the Dow. From the time period that we came on the air, to the actual high, if we just took a look at the futures contract, we saw, in essence, a 30-point move, I believe it was, in the ES Mini, in the S&P futures. Yeah, well, look, we went from a low here yesterday of 1754, closed out the session at almost 1784, 1783, right around there. That's a 30-point move yesterday. That's one heck of a rubber band that snapped to the upside. What we did see take place here as we take a look at the 30-minute chart, a couple of patterns that did complete. One of those patterns being really a 1.272 expansion of a set of swing points. The swing points here that we're looking at is the 8 o'clock session from November 7th. That was a high of 1774.50 down to the low that was put in down here at the level of 1743, right around 10 o'clock in the morning on November 8th. If you go from that high to the low, you take the difference, multiply times 1.272, add it to the low out here of, let's say, 1742, takes you right up into that 1783 range. So we had a 1.272 expansion yesterday. We had an A to B equals CD. This is the 30-minute chart that we're looking at. The A point being that low out there on November 8th, right in that 1745 range. The B point coming in right around 10:30 in the morning on November 11th out of the 1770 area, making a close to a 0.618 retracement as things pulled back in that 9 o'clock session yesterday morning. Completed the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. Did it with a lot of oomph, but overnight we can see here, if you look at the middle section of my screen, the market had gotten into what was called that extreme overbought condition. It's had to work itself off. But take a look at it working itself off. What it's really done is not a whole lot. It has not really pulled back much during that work-off out there. The high 1785, that came in at about 4 o'clock this morning. Right now you're trading at almost 1781, so not a big deal out here with regard to that. Ideally, what you'd see here is a retracement on late volume. If we take a look at what could that possibly be, well, what that could possibly be, just a dead cat bounce takes you to about the 1772 type range out there. Ideally, you'd see the relative strength indicator, the 14 period, move down towards that oversold condition on a shallow retracement. That might set up a nice intraday trade to the long side out there. That's what's going on inside the ES Mini. Now, back here, if we take a look at a little bit of a longer-term chart out here, here is the 120-minute chart for the ES Mini. So this takes us back in time to a couple of different A to B equals CD patterns out here. The one right now that's on my chart, this takes us back to June 24. So we know that that's an important low out there. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, well, that was at 1770. The 1 to 1.272, which may be the one that is underway, takes you up into the 1800 range, 1811. If you take a look at a smaller A to B equals CD pattern, that smaller A to B equals CD pattern comes off of the lows here from August 28th up to the highs into the September 19th, September 18th area, retracement down into the lows here at about 2:30 on October the 19th. The 1-to-1, that was a 1776, 1777 range. Oh, that's the 1 to 1.272. My apology. That's a 1776 range. That's where we hit. It looks to me like pricing the ES Mini is actually the strongest. So now, with regard, or I believe that is the strongest at the moment, is the strongest of the indexes out here. So that means that we really do need to be paying attention to the S&P, to the S&P futures contracts out there. What I specifically mean by that is if we go take a look at the daily chart out here, we'll pull the daily chart up on my screen. Last Thursday was a key reversal session. That was on November the 7th. So a key reversal session, a bear sash candle. It's a reversal signal. We also had a key reversal session here in the S&P 500, in the ES Mini, I should say. That took place on October 30th. Those are important sessions. They're important for both failure and for success out here. Well, what they did yesterday during that snapback is they just simply failed. And inside the ES Mini, failed miserably from the standpoint that the key reversal session on November 7th, that was 1.3 million contracts. Excuse me. I meant to say excuse me just simply because I had to clear my throat out there. what it did yesterday, but maybe the ES Mini was saying, excuse me, because what it did yesterday was it got above that resistance level with 1.4 million contracts out there, folks. That could be that alone could be a potential confirmed A to B equals CD, although let's see, there really hasn't been much of a retracement out here, not even a 0.382 retracement. But what that does say is that we are up, or the AS Mini is up above any kind of resistance out here, significant resistance. Last Thursday was significant resistance. Look, only if it closes back below that level today should one consider it potentially to be a false breakout. But the ES Mini here, what it's saying is, say, at 1776, that was a nice playground area. Now it's ready to move up to the next level. And that's going to be the 18-ish range out there. That's the 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. If you're watching this on Tiger TV, you'll see as I pull this back here, the blue diagonal lines that are on my screen. That's the rising sun. That is the rising price channel that takes us all the way back on a daily chart into the March of 2009 time frame out there. On the daily chart, it is not overbought out here. The intraday charts, just take a look at things on different time frames. But on the daily chart, it is not overbought, so it has room to run to the upside. We want to pay attention to the ES Mini, because it is the only one so far that I can say is truly up and over with conviction. Can't say that about the NASDAQ futures. If we take a look at the NASDAQ futures, its key reversal session, that came in on October 30th, the high of which was 3401.75, 208,000 contracts. Yesterday, only 196,000, a failure on price and volume out there. The NASDAQ had led things up. And do I mean led things up? Oh, my goodness, in a huge way. In fact, if we just simply come and take a look at the NASDAQ composite, the actual cash index, 4,300 is the target, folks. First of all, the actual target, 4,355, gets you back into March of 2000. Most thought they'd never see that in their lifetime. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow futures flat right now. Really, the futures market is relatively flat, with the exception of the NASDAQ. It's off 10 points, mostly caused by Cisco's earnings release yesterday. In fact, in the pre-market here, let me see if I switch over to a different screen here. Do I put down? Oh, no, my system shut down overnight. That's a bummer. I forgot to turn that off. Actually, I just need to switch over here. Cisco closed at $24. It's trading out right now at $20.98. So, shoot, that is almost 20%, I think, 21. It's a biggie, 15%, something around there. Had a question in the den whether or not any of the charts that I follow, have any kind of turn dates or anything happening out here. What's interesting is I've got the New York Stock Exchange on my screen right now, and the New York Stock Exchange is making some real nice patterns. You'll find that, we take a look at different lunar cycles out there between the full moon and new moon. You got, in essence, 14 days there. But there's other market cycles that typically work. You're typically looking between an 18 to 22-ish day move. You can do this on intraday charts as well. So you want to understand where these primary cycles are. And inside the New York Stock Exchange, it certainly formed the the 3 drive to a top pattern out here. And that pattern still has not been violated. The New York Stock Exchange certainly giving us the better breadth of the market. And what it did yesterday, though, that candle formation, very powerful candle formation, and making the 0.786 retracement, which was out at 10,080.96 to be exact. The actual close was 10,079.89. And it was really, or it has been, still is, because it's not here, projecting a cycle bottom right around the 15th. That would take us into tomorrow and or Monday, really. The last 2 lows out here really coming about 27, 26 days apart. The last from the low of August 30th to the low out here on October the 9th. So that was really, taking a look at the full moon, which usually marks better bottoms than it does tops out there. Not always. But it looked like that's what the market was going to do. Now, look, maybe, you've heard the expression, buy them when they're crying and sell them when they're yelling. Well, hey, today is going to be Janet Yellen on the stump out there. So maybe there is going to be some selling. Boy, after yesterday's action out there, I don't know. But look, we have to accept change. We can't do anything about change. We just simply have to take the information as we see it out here. Still got that 3 drive to a top pattern in the marketplace inside the New York Stock Exchange, and we'll see if we can see some kind of low here just simply over the course of the next couple of days. If we go take a look at my favorite currency pair and yours, let's go back here. Let's take a look at the euro, Japanese yen. Let's go take a look at its signals, see what it is doing right now. It's trading out at 134.52. It's at the 0.786 retracement. or very close to it. We'll go from the last high to the low out here. Yeah, you can see it's really right at it. 134.53 is the number, and you're trading right at 134.53. If, in fact, and that 0.786 retracement level, if, in fact, we don't see a reversal here, look, that will be some energy in the markets. These markets should trade higher and not just make a 100% move of a move and get back to the 135.43 level. There is no other pattern that I see here. Well, I suppose there could be a longer-term 3 drive to a top pattern. Let me see what the expansion was between this last set of swing points out here. Was that a 1.272? Nah, it wasn't even that out there. So I'll take things one moment at a time. When I go take a look at the Euro Japanese yen, it had a key reversal session itself as it came into this 0.786 area. It did that during the 5 a.m. session. This is a 30-minute chart that we're looking at on my screen here. So it made that 0.786 retracement level and had a key reversal session. The market was stretched, so it that was one qualification. It closed in the opposite direction of the trend out there. So it had everything and the intra-session high was above and below the prior candlestick out there. So we'll see if this area is going to hold. It's an important area, in my opinion, to watch. And that is on the 30-minute chart for the Euro Japanese yen. The number is 134.60. You get it close above 134.60. This market should continue to move higher today out there, at least just using this as one of our indicators. As long as we're in the currency marketplace, let's go take a look at the euro. Let's go see what the Queen is doing. The Queen here got above resistance yesterday, 2 days ago, got above resistance, tested it yesterday. Now it's acting as supported. The same thing here this morning. The euro, if we take a look at its last leg, and take a look at where that likely bounce is to be here, you can see it's made it to the 0.382 level, which is 134.99. It gets above that. The next number, 136.26, is the next station on its stop. 877-927-6648. Goldilocks is up $15. Silver up 23 cents. We'll go take a look at that after the market opens. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. It's that time of year again, and our semi-annual Tiger Dollar sale is back. For a limited time only, you can get a 25% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase, and included in your purchase, you'll gain access to an exclusive 4-hour live trading event with Tom O'Brien on November 19th called Strategies for Trading ETFs, a live trading event. The only way to gain access to this exclusive 4-hour workshop with Tom O'Brien, which includes live trading, is by purchasing Tiger Dollars as part of this promotion. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN products and never expire, so now is a perfect time to get your 25% bonus. Don't delay. This will be our last Tiger Dollar promotion in 2013, so act today. For all the details and to get your 25% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase today while gaining access to Tom O'Brien's exclusive 4-hour online workshop and live trading session specifically on ETFs, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
To the races. We got the Dow down 4 points. Trading out at 15,817. S&P is flat. Trading out at 1782. Composite down 8 points. Trading out at 3957. Russell is flat as well. It's down 63 cents out here. We've got the Apple up $3, trading at $5.23. Microsoft off 16 ticks. Google up $1.45. Leading the charge to the upside. I need to do this later. I was trying to log into something. We got Solar City, SCTY. That's up 9% this morning, up $5 and change. Voxel Jet, VJET, up 8% this morning. Pharmacyclics up 2.5%, trading out at 126.98. Apple up $3. X1 XONE up about 4.5%. Sun Power Corp, SPWR, that's up about 6% this morning. Yume, UYUME, maybe it's Yumi. They're up by 26%. Let me see. Is that an IPO? No. Yumi, I don't even know what they do. Let's see. What does Yumi do? Maybe they're yummy. Yumi Inc. provides digital video brand advertising solutions. Companies' proprietary technology enable brand advertisers to find a target audience across a range of internet-connected devices and digital media. They posted a net loss for the quarter of $627,000 versus $476,000 from the prior year here. Revenues did grow $36 million versus $26 million from the prior year out there. First Solar, FSLR, that's up about 2% this morning. Go Inc., that's up 5%, up $1.37. To the downside, you've got NetEase, NTES, that's down about 7% here, off $4 and change. No, I'm sorry, $4 and change, about 6%. Kohl's, KSS, that's down 7% this morning, up $4 and change as well. Cisco down 13%, off $3. IBM off about 2%, 1.5% this morning, down $2.84. Align Technologies, ALGN, off 4.5%. Genesee in Wyoming, they're down 2 3/10%. Lululemon off about 3%. Finisar, FNSR off 7%. Again, our call number 877-927-6648. Give us a call. I'll be happy to take a look at your stock chart out here. I did mention Goldilocks and silver. You've got gold up $15 right now. Trading out at $12.84. Let's go see what this might mean. That's up about a little over 1%. Now, here's the 120-minute chart for the gold. This is it's the continuous contract that is up on my screen here. Had been traveling in a nice descending price channel, broke out with conviction, wide price spread, accelerated volume, everything. That took place at 4 o'clock in the morning on October the 17th. What we have seen here is what gold actually did was it came back to the breakout area, came right back to the swing point. The swing point low on that 120-minute chart being on October the 15th. So it tested that area. Looks like it had about 17,000 contracts back there. Came back with 21,000 contracts. What did I say? 21,000 versus 17,000. So was moving down with some volume. We can see here that on the 120-minute chart, gold getting into that extreme oversold condition out here. So really the measure of this bounce, because if we take a look at the 120-minute chart out here, it's just simply right now doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is just working that condition up. We can see an A to B equals CD down. The A point here coming in at about 1361, 1361.80. That's 12 noon on October 28th. The first leg down took gold down to, this was at 12 noon as well on November the 1st. Got down to 1305. If we take a look at that bounce out here, the B to C leg that I'm referring to, you'll see it was just about a 0.382 retracement. That was signaling, hey, more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD is the likely outcome. All that we've really seen thus far, we've seen close to a 1 to 1.272. The actual number on that would be 1254, what we actually got down to, or what gold got down to here at 4 o'clock yesterday. No, 4 o'clock at November the 12th, I should say, was 1260 out here. So, and it gets into the extreme oversold level. If we take a look at retracements now, let's come back here. Let's take a look at the total retracement. That's coming off of the A pattern down to the D level. You'll see that the 0.382, just a dead cat bounce, takes you to 1299. If we take a look at the C to D leg, let's see if we can get any retracements here to really match up with each other. So far, just the 0.382 retracement level as it works off this oversold condition. 1301, 1299 should be some pretty significant resistance for gold. What it will find up there is the 0.382 retracement of the A to D leg, and of the C to D leg, it'll be your 0.618 retracement. So right in there should be some fairly significant resistance. Now, that's on an intraday chart, obviously. That's on the 120-minute chart. Let's go take a look at the daily chart and see what the daily chart is doing out here. The daily chart is saying, give me a moment here to grab the right corner out here. The daily chart is saying, hey, it wants to try to get above the swing point that is traveling in the October 15th. It's saying it wants to try to reject that lower swing point out here. Hasn't tested the lows, nor has it broken above the high out here. So that's going to be an area to be paying attention to. That number, 1287.70, is traveling at 1285.90 as we speak right now. Nice candle formation here yesterday. Nice little bullish engulfing candle as it closed out its session. So some additional follow through here, getting above and staying above and closing above 1287.70 would be important. Of course, what we know about Goldilocks here is if you take a look at this descending price channel, that's this red diagonal line, really taking us back into the highs here that I'm using from November of 2012. If you can see gold break above that, that could change the entire dynamics of what the message of gold is right now. So the upside here is somewhat limited. And if we take a look at what that limitation is, you just simply take a look at the retracement high off of this doji here, this leg that I'm using from October 28th down to the lows that were put in on November 12th. What you'll see here again is probably 1323 is your upside potential here, where we would see gold run into a resistance zone. That is that 0.618 retracement level, and it's also a 100% move, a little swing point here from November 7th. So that's the area, this descending price channel that we really want to be keeping an eye on. That's if, in fact, gold can close above 1287.70. If it can't close above 1287.70, it means that Goldilocks will likely go down and test the low of 1251 before releasing any information to us. So that's what's going on right now with gold. It's up $17, trading out at 1285. If I actually go back to the 120-minute chart out here, let's see, I got a 10-minute chart. So let's see if there's any kind of volume. We saw some decent volume here that came in at 840. That says that we should see the high of that level tested, 1287.40 out there. Another nice little sign of strength out here as we came into this 939.40 session. Not as strong as the one at 840 out here, but at 940 we saw 4,600 contracts trading. So that's what's going on in gold. Let's go take a look at high-ho silver. Let's see what silver is doing. It's up 1 3/10%. Silver here has tested the low of October 15th. So just a tad weaker. If we take a look at the same swing points here, and October 15th, that low was $20.49. Did volume of 28,000 contracts. The test came back with 55,000 contracts, just a bit too much. What silver also has done, certainly broken the trend line, just a small little trend line coming off of the lows established on June 28th, and as your next touch point here, just simply you can use the low from October 15th. So traveling below that, whereas we had a nice little reversal signal yesterday, a little bullish engulfing candle inside of gold. We did not get anything like that inside of silver. Silver could easily form a bullish engulfing candle today. All it needs to do is close above $20.70 out there. So if it can do that, maybe a little bit of magic inside of silver. Of course, silver here, as we pull this daily chart back here, it too has a significant descending price channel that it's going to have to break through and stay above in order to have some type of conviction to the upside out here. So that's not much further ahead. Looks like silver could be the one that would give us the first piece of information. Right now, if that's the case, the first piece of information is not just yet out here. So that's on silver and gold. Let's take a look at light sweet crude here. Light sweet crude, all it's been doing is just working off that oversold condition out here, and looks like it's trying to push lower. 91.31, but $85 is next up on its target out here as it gets back to the bottom of its consolidation range out there. Let's go take a look at bonds, see what we've got going on with the 30-year Treasury here right now. Not a ton of movement after it broke through that little rising price channel, went back, tested it, and broke it again with conviction, or stayed below with conviction on November the 8th out here. Of course, what you'd like to see is you'd like to see a bounce in the 30-year Treasury. You'd like to see one more time get up, test the top of this descending price channel out here. It's a nice price channel. That would be a nice spot to go ahead and fire away at the short side of the 30-year. Let's take a look at natural gas, see what natural gas is doing. We've got the December contract up on my screen. Let's see, probably now a good time to switch over to January, perhaps out here. Let's go and put that up. Let's give me a moment here. Let's put see what we've got going on. But well, let's just I'll do that later during the break or something like that. If we take a look at cancel, how do I cancel? Close. There we go. As we take a look at what the December contract has done, you can see nice descending price channel. We saw price ran into really horizontal and diagonal resistance yesterday, rejected it, actually had a what you could call an outside day, kind of a key reversal session, although really not a condition where it was stretched, where it was extended. But you did see a reversal session. Nice big bearish engulfing candle as it ran into the consolidation pattern. That's the yellow area that you see on my screen. So ran into that resistance level and also ran really, in essence, right into the descending price channel. That's the red diagonal line you see on my screen. That has turned it away. That says that what is likely to occur out here in natural gas is move down to about the 330 level. That'd be your 1.272 butterfly pattern. And also, when it broke the consolidation level, normally the move is equal to or greater than the consolidation, and that's really what lines up in that 331-ish range out here. If you don't see a bullish reversal sign at 331, the next area to look at would be about 311. We haven't looked there at coffee or anything, but I did have some emails about coffee, and let's just take a look at the oversold, overbought condition on this here. There we go. Take a look at this thing here. And, all that we've really seen in the way of coffee futures here, this is a continuous contract for coffee futures. You saw it move lower. That was on November 6th. Nice bullish engulfing candle session on November 7th. Of course, what it was also doing, it was in the extreme oversold territory. So far right now, all it's really doing is just working that condition off out here. Let's take a look at some of the stocks here that are moving in the marketplace to the upside, to the downside. Let's go table price line. Let's go take a look at Priceline. It's trading up $10 here this morning. What a nice mover that one is. That is completed in A to B equals CD, I believe. That's what it wants to at least try to do. No, it's not there. Maybe it's in my core. Let's see here. Do I have Priceline out here? Do I have Priceline? I don't. I really should. I should have Priceline more than I should have Twitter, shouldn't I? PCLN is the ticker symbol. Let's take a look at that. Let's go take a look at its confirmed A to B equals CD up. At least a small one out here. And if we take a look at that, this had a swing point, which was on October the 22nd, had volume of 847,000 shares, got up over that with 884,000. So it's up and over with volume. Just the small A to B equals CD pattern on that. We'll say that Priceline wants to move up into the 1159 area. It's trading at 1135. So it's got at least another $15, 35, 45, 50, about $24. How do you like that for my math on the air out there? It's about another $24 to the upside before it completes its at least 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up, and 1197, 1200-ish range would be your 1 to 1.272. That's a leader in the clubhouse. We've got Netflix. It is up this morning, up about $5. Let's go take a look at Netflix, see what it is doing. NFLX is the ticker symbol out here. It is trying to take on its key reversal, its resistance area. And that was set by the big volume to the downside. Maybe another selling opportunity really as it approaches the 354.99 level. 25 million shares there. That was off of the top. But first, it's got to clear. Netflix has to clear the November 6th high. 2.9 million shares. Trading up so far today with about 342,000 shares. Not too shabby for 18 minutes of trading. Let's see, to the upside, we also have X1. Let's go take a look at that 3D company. Let's go see what it is doing. XONE. It's up 9% here this morning. Wonder if they're out with some kind of earnings or something. Yeah, it looks like they've got revenues of not too bad, 11 million versus 8.5 million the year before. They had a loss of not bad at all, only 224,000 versus 5.9 million from the year prior. So numbers not looking too shabby here for X1. I didn't mean to delete it. There we go, X1. So let's go see what it is trying to do out here. Let me get rid of the moving averages. I'll have to do that when I come back from a break. You're welcome to give me a call, 877-927-6648. Dow's off 9, S&P down 63 cents. We'll be right back.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing. But what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Have you subscribed to the Gold Report yet? On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.69% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began. And right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber as this volatile gold market makes its way back into positive territory after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 13, flat in the S&P, composite up. They're down 8 points. Russell 2000 off 4. And, you know, folks, it is that time of the year, 2 weeks till Thanksgiving. And certainly people are going to be asking you questions. Hey, what should I get you for the holidays out there? And there is no better gift than a gift that keeps on giving. That's Tiger Dollars. So why don't you send them over to the homepage at TFNN.com. You got to act fast on that. So you might have to take some action for those folks, those loved ones in your life that you know are going to be asking you those questions. And just send them over to the homepage at TFNN.com. Have them buy you some Tiger Dollars. It is the gift that keeps on giving out there because you'll be able to take the knowledge. You know, if you have any of the services that you use here at TFNN, it's a no-brainer to do that. And if you're just sitting on a fence, you're thinking that, hey, maybe I'd like to sign up for a newsletter, take some courses, whatever it might be. This is something that is better off than many other, things that folks might actually go ahead and get for you. X1, we were taking a look at that earlier. That's traveling to the upside here. XONE up about 5%, up 294. It's made the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD out here. Key session, in my opinion, to be watching on X1 is the November 5th area. So long as it doesn't take out the low there, which is $55, this equity can run higher. It's got a little supply line that it's running into. Right now, that is the September 12th area. That had 2.6 million shares to the downside. Has not approached that area here with any kind of conviction. But I would be watching the trading session really of November 5th. Let's go to Lou in Nashua. Lou, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you this morning?
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks so much for asking. You wanted to look at natural gas. You wanted the January contract. Is that right?
Right. What would you think would be a good buy point here? I know you gave me $33.90 on the November contract, which was perfect.
Yes. Yeah. If I take a look at January here, give me a moment to pull that back up on my screen here. January right now trading out at 356. Tell you what I probably have to do is a little bit more work on this one here for you than in the next 2 minutes. So do you listen in on the, Lou, do you listen in on the 10 o'clock hour?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go through the January contract during the 10 o'clock hour, or if you send me an email, I'll go ahead and send you a chart. Right now it's trading down into that swing point from November 5th. That's got 56,000 contracts here. So far today, about 17,000 contracts. So at least a test of that low at 346 out there is going to be one of the spots. Let me see. Was that a let me see if that happened to be a butterfly pattern here on the way down. It's still, yeah, so I'd say even a little bit lower here. I would have to say that your target areas that you're watching, I'll give you the prices to actually pay attention to. 341 is going to be your first area, and 322 is your next area. So ideally 341, let it get down there, let it go ahead and give you some type of bullish reversal signal, some type of bullish candle. If that doesn't happen, then we should see probably about the 321-ish area. That's what I would be focused on inside of the January contract for natural gas. All right, my friend?
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Thanks so much for calling. Folks, if you're off to start it is Thursday already. How about that? Time absolutely flies around here. Have a fantastic, a terrific Thursday. And always remember this, folks. You have an amazing power within yourself. And that power, it's so strong, it'll create a life of abundance, cure incurable diseases, build billion-dollar businesses, paint magnificent masterpieces. But most of all, folks, create fantastic, loving families. Thanks so much for being a part of the TFNN family. Don't wait. Sunday is the last day that you can get those Tiger dollars, folks. Let somebody invest in yourself. Have a great Thursday, folks. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care now. What's the one thing that pulls people back from the breakthrough that they're moving towards? What's the only thing that really stops people from taking action? You and I both know the answer, and sure, we can come up with the reasons why we're not where we want to be, but the only reason that we don't do more with our life is fear. Or if you're an overachiever, call it stress. Simply put, there's something that happened to us in our past that's holding us back from the life we deserve. Yet, you and I are okay, we're here. So why should we let our past control our future? Exactly. We shouldn't. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes with TFNN.com, and when it comes to your trading and investing, I can help you overcome your fear of loss. Together, we'll turn weakness into strength with a system I've developed called Mastering Probability. I'll teach you how to make your money work harder for you than you do for it. I'll teach you the tools that provide financial freedom. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com, click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and begin your journey of mastering probability risk-free. It's time to become a pioneer of your future versus a prisoner of your past.